Hi guys, this is the Audiofool, and for today, we're going to review the Monitor Audio Bronze 100 speakers. What I like the most about the Monitor Audio Bronze 100 is that it looks very beautiful, it looks more expensive than it is, and I think it has a higher wipe acceptance factor compared to other speakers. The bass is also quite fantastic. It goes deep, it goes loud, without becoming bloated, which is starting to become a norm in the price class. And the sound signature is tempered quite well for an enjoyable all-day listening. What I don't like about the Bronze 100 is that, well, I feel that the treble was left behind, and it needs a bit more refinement in order to be on par with the competition. On a personal note, I also want the soundstage to be a bit deeper and have a bit more space between the instruments, as well as having richer mids. Ultimately though, while I like the looks and I like the bass, I think it's just priced a little bit too rich and it doesn't compete well against the competition, so I've been audio bold. Great budget speaker, but it's not a budget speaker. If you want to know more details about the comparison, please keep on watching. Here we have the Monitor Audio Bronze 100, absolutely looking fantastic with that two-tone off-white baffle and white body. 25mm gold dome tweeter has built-in protection thanks to that expensive looking sink drain grill, oddly similar to the Elac sink drain. 8-inch ceramic coated aluminum woofer provides the lower frequencies, and boy does it sound great. Port at the back plus 4 binding posts allow for bi-amping. Again, looks wise I have no complaints, and this would have looked like a $1,000 speaker if only Monitor Audio didn't make the $1,000 silver 100s, which looks like a $2,000 speaker. First, we compared with the KEF LS50s using the shit Yggdrasil and Aegir. I preferred it in 2 out of my 5 songs in my test tracks owing to having deeper, louder bass. For the other songs, the LS50 is easily better, particularly with smooth forward solid vocals and richer piano notes. If you listen mostly to electronica, I think you can go by with the Bronze 100 instead of the LS50s, otherwise, the LS50s will be top picks in all other genres. Bass has always been the Achilles heel of the LS50s when compared to other speakers, and again, there's no competition with an 8-inch woofer. Apart from having a more satisfying volume that goes so much deeper, it also plays it tight and has more textures. In the mid-range though, the LS50 topples the Bronze 100s as the mids are so much more richer and detailed than the LS50s, and while the Bronze 100s has slightly forward vocals, the LS50s are much more. There's some sparkle in the Bronze 100 giving it a bit of excitement, but the LS50 is the brighter speaker without losing any resolution while sounding even more refined. There's also a bit more depth in the soundstage of the LS50s, though not really a lot more, but it does lend to better instrument separation and sounds quieter as well. Like most other bigger speakers, the Bronze 100s easily best the LS50s in terms of bass. But unlike most other speakers in this price class, the bass of the Bronze 100s are really superb, not only goes down low but also plays it cool and steady, unlike say the KEF LS50, which I feel is a mess down there. The mids and the treble are way below the LS50s, which is expected as the LS50s are more than twice the price. But if you only listen to bass-intensive tracks, then the Bronze 100s may be all that you need. Next, we compare to my $1,000 reference, the aptly named Elac Reference DBR62s, which is at the same $600 SRP, so this should be an interesting fight. This time we use a Plinius Tonga for amplification. And like the LS50 comparison, the Bronze 100 still has better bass than the Elacs, and I prefer it in 2 out of 5 songs. Like the LS50 as well, it doesn't compare well to the Elacs in terms of highs and mids. So again, if you listen more to electronica, the Bronze 100 is the way to go. Otherwise, the Elacs are the better balanced speakers for my ears. The Bronze 100 goes lower than the Elacs and pressurizes the room much easier. Bass textures are more set up as well. I don't have it on hand anymore, but I dare say the bass of the Bronze 100 are quite comparable to the Silver 100. The Elacs are much richer in the mid-range, as well as having more noticeable microdynamics. Piano notes have a more solid and layered feel, and vocals are more forward and satisfying. The Elacs also sound brighter, and the Bronze 100 feel a little bit dull in comparison. Perhaps removing the shower drain will help, but I'm not willing to study the looks. Soundstage is slightly wider in the Bronze 100, but the Elacs are similarly deeper. There's more air between instruments in the Elacs and it's much easier to place them, but they both feel less quiet. The bass of the Bronze 100 feel like they're in a higher class compared to the Elacs. Put in some dimples on the woofers and you'd be hard-pressed to differentiate them from the Silver 100s. Unfortunately, I'm just talking about the bass. The mids and the treble, on the other hand, they feel like a step down. I saw them on sale for about $450, and if you listen to a lot of bass-intensive tracks, I think at that price it would be a very good consideration. At SRP though, I think I'll just stick with the Elacs as the richer mids and more sparkly highs are more my priority. After all, most audiophiles don't really care how the organ is played as long as the sound comes out. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or suggestions, just write them down below. See you in the next video.